I moved it when I was in the other day.
Hi. You moved it?
Yeah.
Oh. Hello, everybody. Ooh, my hair's sticking up. Look at that. Why are you telling my hair be looking like that?
Your hair.
Woo. Hi. Dark Lord is here.
Seems to be a lot of issue for a lot of people. Ours was me. I
Steven.
unplugged it because I had to move the attachment for the USB connector for the mouse because it was on the other side and he kept throwing it off. But I fixed it. Yes, when I walked up and I was like, "Oh, I gotta fix this." She said, "Yeah, you do." She said, "Fix it." I said, "Okay."
Yeah.
I was on it. I was running a little behind.
Our house be looking a hot mess. It's kind of been a throw and go weekend. We just been coming in and throwing stuff everywhere. Good to see you too, Quinn. Come on in here.
Yep.
Yep.
Let me go out a minute.
Yeah. I usually don't get notifications till like
Hey,
30
Lynette.
minutes later. Hey, Lynette.
She hung out with us on Saturday night.
I remember singing that.
Friday night. Friday night.
Yep. Good. She said I got something in the mail.
Who?
You know,
Those the seeds.
I did.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
And I've been busy working on or trying to work on the truck.
I got mail.
So we got that. Well, we're working down the line of things that's not wrong with the truck
The battery's good.
so far.
That's as far as we got.
We want to take it and have them charge it on there too.
The battery?
Mhm.
It was like 70-something percent, wasn't it?
76.
These things are hard to open.
Y'all come on in. Come on in.
Okay, let's just rip it open.
We. Oh, that's why it's got a.
Oh, what did it say that?
Right the other way. That way.
Oh, you don't know that until you done opened it. Oh my god! And then you pull the stupid thing out. Okay, forget it.
It's a Monday, y'all. So if you're not having a Monday, we are.
Dude, these things are insulated. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Like mouse nest.
It's insulated. Good God Almighty.
Are y'all having a good week? Or are y'all having Mondays? Because I've had a Monday all day.
Monday's been good.
You haven't had a Monday all day? Mine's been a
Slow,
Monday.
boring.
Hey, Brenda.
Whatever.
Gwen's been burning trees and sticks for 2 days. Rain starts again tomorrow. I think we're off rain until Thursday, I think. Let me see.
Look at that. Quality inspected by Taylor, the warehouse cat. Paul of approval. Right? I had to tear it up.
Let's see. Yeah. Wednesday.
It didn't want to let me in.
80% chance of rain Wednesday and 30% chance of rain Thursday morning. And then we drop down a bit cool again. So I'll be working on the truck too. Trying to get it fixed, figure out what's wrong with it. You know, we thought it was the alternator, but got the.
You just look like you like me.
I love you, honey. I'm always like, what's she like?
Too close to the other house, and now you're sitting too far from me over here.
Got the terminal connector replaced because it was just ate through and nasty. Then we took the battery and had it checked, and its battery's good. So today, that was late last night. We are to get rain tonight through Wednesday, and it was 70 today and 48 tomorrow. Yeah, it's supposed to be 48 Friday after that rain.
We're always like a day behind y'all.
I can usually tell what we're going to get by what Brenda says her weather is. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like the next day after you guys.
So after the light tonight, I actually got to take the alternator to AutoZone. I'm going to have them check the alternator to make sure it's good.
See, we don't get rain until Wednesday.
Yeah.
We get rain Wednesday.
Yeah, right. Yeah, ours is Wednesday into Thursday morning. Theirs is tonight through Wednesday. So we'll get it the next day. There's Mr. Rick. Welcome to my Cape Cod life.
Yes.
He's been planting some gardens too. He's been enjoying the What do you think about when designing your garden that you've been doing lately?
I saw that pop up too.
Finally getting sun and a total of 6 feet of snow has melted. 6 feet of snow. No, ma'am.
That don't make
No,
no
sir.
sense.
No, thank you very much. I don't like snow.
We're finally getting out from under the mud. It's now pasty. It's not really mud, but you can still slide in it, but it's not wet mud. I was gonna say wet dirt, but that's mud.
Right.
It's not wet mud. It's that thick pasty stuff now. So
it's just sticky. It's not slippery.
Yeah, you can still slide in it if you step wrong, but it's starting to dry out some. I got outside today on my lunch break. There's deer. Look.
Oh yeah, a whole flock of deer.
A whole flock of deer. There's like 10 deer over there walking across the field.
The backside. Yeah.
Oh,
it was a whole flock of deer, y'all.
Oh, they're back on now.
Yep. Can't zoom in with this.
No, sorry, I can't show you that. But I went outside on my lunch break today just to get out of the house. I opened up the window for about 30 minutes and then the unit cut on and I was like, okay, you gotta close. It wasn't no wind coming through, so I went ahead and just opened it up. I went outside, I found my wind chimes and I hung one under the carport and then one, where'd I hang the other one? On that tree. Yeah, on the tree right out on the back corner of the house. And so I was listening to the chimes and stuff. And then I started picking up some sticks and raking behind the house because those trees just are forever giving of leaves. So I started picking up some of the sticks and started getting some of the leaves raked up on my little lunch break today. And that's what the kids are outside doing now. That's why it's quiet in here. The kids are outside kind of working on that while we're on our live. And yeah, it'll be sunny for a little while longer. We almost don't have to use our light, but we do that just to give us a little backlight because it's kind of dark on this side of the house because there's only that one little bitty kitchen window on that side of the house.
Okay, so I'll post them. Okay.
But
I'm trying to do some links too. Brandon says she can't do links, and she's the
that's
only one
okay.
in here.
That's okay.
Hey, Mike.
So yeah, we got leaves piled up. We're fixing to put the chickens to work on that and get our gardens started. We saved up a lot of our boxes and stuff from moving, so we're fixing to start the garden, get it all planned up and ready. And
we got our spray from storage, so we can get everything killed and ready for us to start putting stuff down.
Yeah, we'll do that pretty soon. You don't really need to use that unless it's like 70 degrees, but
we ain't have any yet.
It's coming. But we'll get that taken care of here pretty soon, get all our gardens beds built. And Jessica, Sipes that you guys see on here, she called around. We have 2 cotton gins, I think, over here in this county. And so she called the cotton gins and found one that we're going to use, and they loaded up for you and all that stuff. So we won't have to be out there with 3-4 shovels and 2 wheelbarrows loading it up anymore this year.
We'll just be doing that to unload it.
Yeah, we'll just have to unload it. Hey, Heather. And so I'm excited about that. I don't have to shovel all that.
But I want to see what their mix looks like.
It looked really black the other day when we drove by there. It looked really good.
Hubby to bring the tractor home so he can scoop up some of those wood chips so I can use them in the coop.
Absolutely.
Yeah, what I spent Sunday putting in was defective.
Oh gosh.
Big gum. He's been trying to work on their vehicle and he had one more part.
We're still working on ours too.
Still working on the truck.
He's going to AutoZone after we get off here.
Had the battery tested. It's not the battery. Had to replace the connector to the battery on the battery terminal. It
fell apart.
Over time, it had done corroded and ate it and made it really super soft. So when I tried to loosen up the nut on the side of it to take it off the battery post, like the whole thing just curled up on top of itself. It just bent.
Well, it twisted, and then the bottom half just fell off.
So then I'm like, no.
Yeah, that's not good.
So then I had to run to the store, run town, and that sounds bad. You just run to town. It's like 7 miles. Run to town to go get the connector to change it out. And then I thought maybe I would be lucky and that would fix it. But no, of course not.
That's
then it died on me at the co-op. I was getting gas. No,
No.
it's a Dodge. But and some people knock whatever, and you can like whatever it is you like. But this truck, until they got about 198,000 miles on it, I didn't really have to spend a dime on it. I mean, just tires and maybe
Hey, Dom.
a hub assembly or something, but not any real big chunks of money and stuff just going wrong left and right. But man, I got close to that 200,000 mark, and it just started. It was one thing after the next. It was the battery. It was the water pump. The water pump was leaking. I had that replaced last year. Now it looks like I'm. That's what we was doing before this live. One reason we were a little late, I was finishing taking the alternator off. I got it in the trunk of the car. I'm gonna run and get it tested after this live. And if it is bad, we found some at a salvage yard, so we're gonna go pick those. I'm gonna go tomorrow afternoon and see if they got some that match mine. Because they say, well, bring it. We'll make sure we match up the exact one, so you have the right one, and you don't buy the wrong one. But they had some on hand, so I'm gonna go tomorrow, hopefully, to get that, and we can get it put back on tomorrow afternoon, hopefully. So that's my whole focus has been that right now. I'm not doing anything or trying to do anything else but trying to get that done.
I'm not starting any seeds this year inside for the summertime. I'm going to buy all my plants because I don't have the setup. I don't have all of my stuff here. Half of my gardens, well, 90% of my garden stuff is still in storage. I don't have any soil. I don't have any containers. I don't have anything. So what we're focusing on this year is to go ahead and get the bed started and just buy plants and get some from my dad if he starts any. He usually starts a bunch of tomatoes and stuff, or he'll go somewhere and find somebody that's, got just trays of them on clearance, and he'll like, I'll take them all, and then he'll bring them to me and I'll have to plant them. And so we'll just see what happens, but I'm not starting any seeds this year. I'm thinking if he'll let me maybe next year, we just set up the office in our bedroom, and I might have to rearrange that a little bit in there, maybe use that next year as my growing space.
Half of it. You're not getting the other half.
Yeah. Just the half on the far side.
Yeah.
Over in the corner.
You could use that half. You're not using the other half.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't do that. It's over the computer and stuff. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't want anything to get wet. But yeah, I'm thinking that may be where I do it next year. Or I may set it up outside in the sewing room, but I just have to get some heat mats or something to put underneath it because we can't, it's not a stable climate. It's not climate controlled unless I just turn the heater on.
You can do it in here.
So I thought about doing it out there, but so I'm just gonna buy all my plants because like you've seen in my video, I'm not doing anything just off the wall extravagant. I'm just doing, my tomatoes and my beans and stuff like that. They don't do that kind of stuff around here, to be honest. They don't do that kind of stuff.
They do at the UT Extension. They do this. They sell plants and stuff.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got a college that does it. UT Ag Center. They have one, I guess, that does a plant sale or something. We've never been, but they don't have like these little groups that get together and people start plants and sell them at the farmers market, and that kind of stuff. But the last county that we lived in didn't really have a farmers market. They kind of had like a park where people went to sell stuff. They didn't start plants or nothing like that. If people know people maybe that start, like people, would get some extra my plants that I started, or if somebody had something I knew they were growing, I would ask them for a few plants or something like that. I could do something like that. And see, Emma's in FFA. They don't do that, that I know of. Now they do have a greenhouse, but I don't think they actually start plants. They don't plant anything in it that I've seen in the last couple of years. It's just run down. It's just all overgrown. They haven't done anything in it.
Mike said his Dodge truck too has 220,000 miles on it, but Heather's Envoy is that she's gonna drive about to make him drink because he's been trying to replace this and this. He's the part that he was putting on. What he said is it was at the end of his ability of stuff to replace it. If that didn't work, then
somebody else has got that.
And then it's what he said that when he put it on, it didn't work.
Oh yeah.
But he said he loves scrap yards. I'm beginning to like them. The more I get to it, because I looked at buying new alternators.
We'll find out tonight if we have to go to one tomorrow.
Yeah, and if not, I may try to scope out some other stuff while I'm there. Maybe.
Anywho, back to what I was saying. The county that we've moved to now has a big farmer's market over there close to Jessica's house.
Shit,
That
got some apple.
it's like half a mile from Jessica's house. I'm like, where did this come from? So it was going to her house. We saw it, and it's a big concreted, like a pole barn style kind of thing. And yeah, we have master gardeners in the last county that we were in, but they only do flowers. They don't do vegetables. They do like master gardeners of landscaping people's
Hey, Chuck.
rich people's yards. That's the extent of the master gardeners where we moved from. Not a whole lot of people do vegetables and stuff. FFA, does FFA do the greenhouse
You can get
plants
that.
and stuff?
Yeah.
And then
Do they sell them?
Yeah, we have a greenhouse though.
found,
Why did I not know about
looking
this?
at the pin,
I don't know.
the right hand
I'll
side where the
find out
tarp
when the
is,
next one is.
needs to put them over there. Don't put them on
Yeah, you need to find out
Put 'em on
because
that
I'm not
side.
growing
I'm
anything
making
inside.
plans.
side of the
I'm making
fence.
planters and ag mechanics.
Emma's making the planters and ag mechanics. Why did I not know about this stuff? Hey, Mike and Rihanna, how are you?
Emma's slacking.
There's Chuck and Belinda.
Rake up the leaves and put them on the right hand side of the pen where the tarp is.
Yeah.
All of them.
Big, look, we're going to extend
Not
it.
the tree. Not around the tree.
Not around that tree or that tree.
Hey,
Not around this tree.
where we are putting the fence up, put them inside. Or we're putting the fence around them.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay. Clear as mud.
Hey, Mike and Rihanna.
Our master gardeners do both for Tuesday.
Y'all been
Okay.
traveling too.
Cool. Well, see, we have, well, I say a local. It's now 45 minutes away. It was more local before we moved, but they do have somebody that starts plants there, and I bought a lot from them last year. The other 3 feed stores that we have all come from Bonnie. They all have Bonnie setups. That's the real big thing around here because this county has a Bonnie plant in it. There's 2, I think. I think there's 2 Bonnie greenhouse things or whatever.
We saw the big place.
Yeah, the big one's not too far from here, and then the other one on the main highway,
Yeah.
where that blue truck sits. There's a storage place over there. Hey, Miss Nancy. Neil. Oh, Neil. Where's
No.
Neil?
Treasure Hunter is Neil. That's our
Yeah,
treasured
no,
home.
she said, "Hey, Neil," or he said, "Hey, Neil." I don't know.
I know that, but it's our treasured home, which is not
Yes,
Neil.
Kimberly. Oh, okay. That's Nancy. Yeah. Hello, Nancy. So yeah, I am going to be buying our plant starts. Back to what I was saying, like you seen in the garden layout that I did, that I'm just going to be doing just some beans that I already have. Because you've seen, I posted something on Instagram and Facebook where I had all of these seeds. I was like, I could solve world hunger with all these seeds. So I don't have to buy any seeds except these 2 here that I've got in my hand. Don't go looking at the name on the list. He's going to ponder about
I got
that
2
for a minute.
choices.
Yeah, Kimberly or Rebecca.
I was going to say Sandy or Rebecca.
I was Sandy or Rebecca.
So I'm going to say Rebecca.
Okay.
She's the one I wouldn't have picked first. So what is it, Sandy first?
You see Suburban and you automatically think of Sandy
Yeah.
from Suburban, Wyoming, Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
got it
Her
right.
logo also has like a pinkish tint to it.
I got it
too.
right.
She said, "Yay!"
And there's Jen.
Jen and Steve and Phil and Tammy.
Right.
But I'm just doing my beans that I have, just plain beans, green beans, nothing outlandish, nothing crazy. I'm just doing regular tomatoes. I'm probably going to do like my normal big beef that I usually do, or Romas or something like that, simple. I do know that I can get some Cherokee purples, which I would like a few Cherokee purples because I love eating those on sandwiches and stuff. And then I'll do just some corn that I've got a pack here in my hand. I'll show you guys in a second, and some okra and potatoes. So that'll be what I'm looking for. Would just be basically my tomato plants. Everything else I've got from seed that I can just plant outside. Now I've got, no, I am not doing peppers this year. We've got gallons of bags of peppers. We don't eat peppers. The only thing that I do peppers with is Rotel and salsa and like a fresh salsa. I can a salsa and then I do fresh salsas.
Mhm.
And then I do
No eggplants.
No eggplant. We're over
We
that.
did eggplants last year. We did Japanese and we did the regular purple eggplant. We did the Japanese white, and I think we even had Japanese purple.
No, it was
We
Black
did.
Beauty.
Oh, the Japanese ones, they put out so many so fast. You had to basically eat them early, and not let them get very big.
The skin was pretty tough on them, even as
Yeah.
little as just like 6 inches long.
We
I don't know. We didn't like the little skinny ones.
We liked the eggplant in general. She found good ways to cook it where we could eat it, but it was just not our thing.
We haven't had much success with planting the Black Beauty eggplant at our other house, and I'm not digging it right now. So if I get another wild hair and want to do it later, there's a chance eggplant can come back, but it's not going to be none of them funky.
Japanese ones or
Whatever.
anything like that. It'd be a Black
It's going to be
Beauty.
just a regular purple Black Beauty. Tramontinos, I do have room for those.
I want that. Yes.
Probably just 2 plants.
Not a whole bunch. You
I
don't
might
need-
even go down to 1 plant. Just
Just
have
two.
I'll
There's
have
one-
2 as one
there's
as a
one.
backup.
Yeah.
But in my drawing of my garden, I have a spot where I can do it on a trellis in the garden, so I do have room for it. Oh, and cucumbers and zucchini. I've got a few zucchini that I'm going to do, and some yellow squash. So I'm just keeping it real basic this year. I don't have to do a whole lot of restocking in my pantry, as you guys seen in the pantry tour. I don't have to do a whole lot of restocking. But my tomato products, I've got a list that I'm going to extend into some more tomato products. I want to make a sloppy Joe mix.
Yeah.
I want to do, I've always got to keep spaghetti sauce and pizza sauce on the shelves. So I want to do
Ketchup.
a little bit more of that. I've got to do some more ketchup because I only did 1 batch just to make the video last year. So I need to go ahead and make some more of that.
Did you bring
I
some
don't
more
know.
in?
I've got what?
You said you didn't bring some more in. Did you bring some more in?
No, I haven't. Peas, probably not right now. Okay, now what kind of peas? Because English peas, I'm gonna have to plant in the next couple of weeks, and we don't have the garden beds ready. I don't need any purple whole peas or pink-eyed peas. I got some pink-eyed peas, I think.
We did.
Trop crop, I've got those. I've got the seeds, but I don't know exactly how much room I'm going to have until we get the, I don't know how much room I'm going to have until I actually get the gardens built, but it's not a necessity this year. Now, next year, I may put like a whole bed and donate a whole bed into it. So we'll have to see. It's pretty crowded.
Hey, Randy.
I'm going to have to see what kind of room I have.
Randy had some
um,
awesome luck Saturday night.
Onions, I'm not sure about just yet. Now, watermelon, I'm not sure about that just yet. So we'll. What are you looking
I
at?
don't know. Something flew by.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to see how much out of the beds I get built. Now, watermelon's not a necessity. Peas are not a necessity this year. You know, that kind of stuff. It's not a necessity. So if I don't get as much garden built this year that I need right now, then I'm going to just do it maybe next year, and we'll just build on as we go and expand it as we need it.
Mhm.
The onions I may get from like Dixondale or something like that. I don't usually see onions available here, like
Well,
around
didn't
this
those-
area.
Didn't those was it Texas Granio?
Mhm.
They germinated pretty quick and shot up pretty fast. We might could do them.
Yeah, I've thought about going ahead and starting some onions. I'm not real sure
They shot up pretty quick.
because we're already in February and they take 6 months. And usually they need to be ready by July 4th. So I'm about a month behind.
That's normal.
I know that's normal, but still.
I'm just saying that
I
how
could just
fast
get them
they-
from Dixondale's, you know.
Okay.
It's not so much of the germination rate, more as the maturity rate, because it takes them up to 6 months to mature.
Up to 6 months.
That's the problem. Is they're 180-day maturity at 6 months.
It's just February.
Anywho, I'm gonna put Steven out to the garden, and then we're gonna see how much food we actually get.
I mean, I'll be planting everything. I just throw stuff.
Cabbages, tomatoes, they just throw them together. He don't care.
You bet you get something.
You'll get one or the other. You won't get both
A
here in
month
Tennessee
behind
at the
is a
same
month
time.
early for him.
Well, you're further down south, so you're probably at 2 months behind.
Last year we did,
We
Mike.
do. I do,
We
yeah.
did last year. She pretty much started everything by seed last year. The way you grew, pretty much, just very little. Normally, but
we
then
do corn and okra outside, and that's about
Yeah.
it.
but with moving and all that stuff, of course, it's not ready. Beds aren't ready. We got the chickens in, sheds done, and it's been a project. And we're trying to get the truck fixed so we can
Go get my gin trash and put in the.
to build the beds with. We got to get gin trash. We got to get some stuff brought in here that I need the trailer for.
Yeah.
I can't do that with the truck busted on me, so I got to get that fixed because it's kind of holding up a lot of projects right now. But we will get that done and caught up
Hey, Wendy
shortly.
Benjamin.
Because we get this coming up week. It's super busy because Logan's birthday is Friday. So this coming Friday, the 10th. And then we got his birthday party for his friends and stuff is Saturday. And then we're going dancing Saturday night, Brenda.
I ain't bought any plants in 2 years because that's when I started with the other garden. Well, my garden beds were 3 years old, but I didn't buy any plants for the last 2 years because I started them all inside.
Right.
Anyways, I'm finished for this week. Sorry.
And then my mom and stepdad's birthday is on Sunday. So we're going to go eat lunch with them after church. So
Yep.
our whole weekend is
Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to rain and be cold. So, yeah. Get done when you get done while it's warm.
I think I had one strawberry plant to survive the move. It's got 3 little green leaves out there on it. We'll have to see what the rest do.
But you just need one.
Yeah. Then you'll have 20 next year, and
Yeah.
you'll have a lot if you have one strawberry plant. What was I supposed to say? Oh,
Linda spoiled me with a culinary delight this evening on the Elite Restaurant. So grilled cheese sandwich on a hamburger bun because we had a bread. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Chuck.
That's
Do what
funny.
you got to do when you got to
Hey,
do it.
Sandy.
There's a person here in town that is the only person in the valley that has not gotten strawberries in years. No idea how they do it. That has not gotten strawberries. Huh.
What do you mean has not gotten
That
strawberries?
has gotten strawberries?
That has not gotten strawberries in years. Like strawberries don't grow, or they don't buy strawberries. Like they don't buy the strawberry plants. What do you mean?
And thank y'all. I'll tell Logan y'all said happy birthday.
Jason's birthday is Valentine's Day.
Cool.
Oh, did you see the message from the teacher?
Yeah, I said you had that.
Huh?
Logan said, Mama, I already saw that. I said,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
she can take care of that. Yeah, you got
I
it
have
first.
to buy
So
strawberries.
someone let you doesn't have to.
Oh yeah, I've got a video on how to multiply your strawberries.
Hey, Mr. Jimmy.
Hello. Yeah,
Welcome.
if you have the right variety, they put off their own babies, and then you just snip them off and plant them, and then you have more plants. I started out with 8 plants 3 years ago, and I sold 400 every year.
Yeah. That's
I
right.
sold 400 plants every year.
400 runners.
Yeah.
The new ones.
Yep.
We sold them in just batches.
Yeah.
'Cause
I had
something out of
Walmart
them.
sack, and I sold them for like $5 a Walmart sack, and I had about 10 to 12 plants in each. So I just went out there, because they'll root themselves, and you just cut them off, and I would just dig them up and put them in Walmart sacks, and people would come and buy, and they would buy them by the Walmart sacks full.
Yeah. They're like, man, we're just trying to find something to start. Or
Yeah.
we really been wanting some and seen you posted it and just take off from there. And then one lady comes, she bought almost all we had
Mm-hmm.
because she was wanted to start her own strawberry patch.
Yeah, and you got to keep up, kind of, sort of, with the number of years on the plant, because strawberries will only produce strawberries for about 3 years, and then the mother plant will have a whole lot of leaves and a whole lot of stems and sticks and stuff sticking out on it. It'll be real fat and thick. That's the older plant, because all those stems are the runners and the old leaves. and the mother plant will only produce about 3 years, and then you have to take that one out because it'll eventually quit. It'll come back every year, but it won't produce anything. And so it's just going to be sucking up nutrients, and you can take those out and, discard them, compost them, chickens, whatever. And you'll have crap ton of runners that will have already rooted themselves, and you can just move them around, or you can just kind of let them go. I know Rachel at that 1870s homestead, she doesn't move her strawberry stuff around. She just goes through with a rake and rakes them all out, and what comes out, and what's rooted stays, and that's how she cleans it out. She just goes through and just gives them a good hair comb and gets all the dead leaves and all that stuff out, and they just perk right up. And she has a big old bed of them too. And I haven't ever raked mine out because I move mine around every year. When I planted mine, I originally planted them in the big garden that we had. And then we moved the blackberries to barrels. And so I took the strawberries and I moved them to the side bed. And I had them there for a year. And of course, then we moved on the third year. So I took, some of them out, and I left probably 90% of them. But I took some of them out and I put them in the stackable planters that you guys seen in our moving video. Mm-hmm. And I think I had one survive out of that because they just got too cold and they might have froze because they weren't in the ground keeping them warm.
They got put in the trailer, and the trailer got parked at your cousin's house for a while. And
nobody watered my stuff.
Nobody got water, and we weren't able to get to them because it took us longer to get loaded and moved than we thought.
That's right. I forgot about that.
That's why we only had one plant.
Everything was dead.
I mean, it had birthday.
I think I may need 3 beds. That'll make it easier to keep.
But early. Happy early birthday.
True. That's cool. If you wanted to do something like that, it's really hard to keep up with strawberries. You really have to know what to look for. It's easy when you look at them to know the age of them because the thicker the base, the older they are. So if you wanted to, do some established, like one bed with established 1-year-old plants, and then if you really want to be tedious and cut all them runners off and then put them in that second bed, you could do that and then continue it on. So that way, what age bed, are your plants. If you really want to be tedious about it.
That'd be a bad idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good idea, but you have to stay on top of it because them runners are, ooh. And sometimes the runners look the same as the mother plant because the runners put off runners, and it's really crazy. But you may have 4 or 5 runners on one strand. It's insane. I gave to expand the chicken coop. Yeah, you and your 75 chickens.
We got a bunch of chickens. More beds and more food to grow for the family the chickens.
That's it. The only thing that I buy at the store out of canned vegetables is the that we absolutely use. Now I do have stuff outside that I'm trying to use up, like some of the beans and stuff that I just had because I had an aunt to give me just a whole bunch of canned stuff. But I'm trying to use that up so that way I can start growing my own and can those up. But the only thing that I intend on buying from the store is going to be canned corn because we've had this discussion before and me and corn just don't get along. I haven't found that unsweet corn, I guess you could say.
Unsweet enough.
I haven't found that unsweet enough corn to be able to can it yet. 45 expanded to 72. There you go.
I only get to have up to 45 this year. Only. Still expanding for 70. Now, are all those egg layers or are any of those meat birds? Are they all egg layers? Because that's
we need to do our video on that.
On what?
About our chicken rotation we were talking about doing.
Yes.
Now is not a good time to plow the garden.
Man, everything is super muddy, Miss
You
Jimmy.
will have rocks when they dries out.
Man, you have nothing but mud and dirt clods everywhere.
Around here, you plow the garden in the fall and get it ready for the spring because you don't dare plow it in the spring. That stuff will be so wet and it'll get clotted up. And when it dries out, you have rocks for a garden.
Hey, just those 2 sections. That's it.
And it rains from January to April. And by the time you get ready to plant it, out in April and May. It's so muddy and whew. Me and corn get along just fine. Me and the squirrels that eat my corn do not. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
That's
it'll all be
oh
hilarious.
yeah. We saw that thing at the
Squirrel
army
in there?
thing.
Yeah,
That was neat.
but that one on a tree.
Yeah, it went on a tree and had some kind of trap or something. It was really neat. I had never seen one. Well, up here I can plow the garden right now. Woo-wee!
Not here, Miss Jimmy. You wouldn't be doing that.
Wow. I'm wanting to
I saw
build
somebody
a
that
raised
so their
bed about
car got
2
stuck in
foot
their
tall.
own
What's
yard.
The best soil to use. The only soil I use is gin trash. Skeens girl, hello.
From North Louisiana.
Welcome. Come on in here. We just chit chatting about anything and everything.
Add you to our visitors list.
What's your first name? Can we call you by your first name?
If not, we won't do it anyway.
If not,
Ooh, it's about time to update this list.
now Miss Brenda, that's
Hey, Barb.
is your soil gonna be 2 feet deep? Because I'll explain why I'm asking once you answer. I found a pecan.
Awesome.
Hey, Miss Barb,
A pecan.
a pecan.
A pecan.
Uh,
Pecan. Hey, Kimberly.
It's a Pucon, pecan.
Sandy said
Oh, hey, Kimberly.
they were in a drought last summer and still no
Yep.
rain. Garden was bad last year, over 100 for months.
Gracious.
If her name's
Gracious.
Rebecca, I'm gonna laugh. That would be funny.
Okay. If her name's Rebecca, I'm gonna laugh. Okay. It's been dry. It ain't been dry here. Okay,
Right.
Miss Brenda, what I was gonna say is you don't really want a raised bed dirt level to be more than about 12 inches deep. And that's with an open bottom, that it could penetrate down into the earth if you wanted it to. Just because anything more than about 12 inches, not a whole lot of vegetables are going to go that deep to get the nutrients. And it's actually going to dry out really fast. Oh, no. Oh, bless you. Well, thanks for coming
I
back.
had trouble with that from
Um,
last summer. Okay, well, thank you.
And also, the weight of the dirt and the vegetables and everything is going to get compacted. And you're going to start losing a lot of space in there. It's going to cause you to have to fill it up a lot more. And you need the aeration in the dirt. Because you've seen my raised beds that we built last year with the metal and the wood. We built those last year. We brought those with us. Now, those were 30 inches. Those were about 30 inches. And they dropped about 6 inches every 6 months.
Yeah, because we had to refill
They
them.
dropped about 6 inches every 6 months. And when we were moving those things, it was really compacted. Really compacted. There was no life in there because there was no air. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. Oh, gracious. A pecan.
Pecans, a chamber.
We call it pecans. Yeah, raised beds. You have to add stuff every year. I'll tell you what, we did them dang dough hugelkultur beds in those metal ones that we built, those raised beds at the other house. I won't do that shit no more. I'll tell you right now, I won't do that no more.
Which one?
The metal ones.
Yeah, all they did was fill. You lost too much. And then all you had left was the logs that was in there. If the logs were too big.
Yeah, don't use them big old hunks of. Don't. No, we didn't use them that big.
Not even that big.
I wouldn't even go 6 inches round. I would stay with sticks. If you do hugelkultur, I would stay with sticks. Now in the year that we had those hugelkultur beds built,
Mm-hmm.
they rotted really well. And I'm sure they provided a lot of nutrition and all that good stuff. And
Had to pull it all out.
I wouldn't do that no more. Just because it took so much work to keep them full. Oh, good.
Good or bad, Mike?
That's what I wanted to build, but not as tall. You can do black plastic if you want, but I'll tell you, you're cutting your worms off.
We're in West Tennessee, Dark Lord.
Yeah, we're in West Tennessee. But yeah, if you put that black plastic down, you're not going to get worms that come up out of the ground. That's where that's where your wood I said wood chips. That's where your worms come from. So if you if you put that black plastic down, you're gonna cut off nature, basically. I use wood chips from the power company to fill the bottom half of my beds when I started. The rest was composted. Yeah, we got a crap ton of those wood chips and stuff. Oh, really?
Well, everything that's in between there should still go. You just don't get everything else. Like us, we can get worms and stuff, throw them off in there.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we throw worms and stuff like that in there. So you use black plastic on the bottom, on the insides and all that, and you still have tons of worms. It might have been in the soil that you was putting in there too. You might have had worms in the soil too. But I mean, they can't penetrate the black plastic. There's no way. If you had it all closed off, there's no way they could do that. I don't know.
We got an idea for a worm farm.
We're not doing raised beds. We're doing raised rows. We're not doing raised beds anymore.
This will be different for us.
Yeah, I've got those raised beds that we built, and I'm going to use them as my pretties. That's my pretty stuff. But we are going to cut them in half.
Shorter.
I'm going to cut them in half. Yeah, I didn't like that tall stuff. So now I have twice as many beds. Instead of two rectangles and a square, I have 4 rectangles and 2 squares.
Yeah.
So we are going to cut those in half. Eventually, once I figure out where they're going, we got flags that we are fixing to put out and mark where all the trees and stuff are going.
Yeah.
It's almost time for us to start getting our trees and stuff together, because we didn't make it in the fall. We moved too late to be able to get them established and all that stuff. So we're doing them probably next month or so. Oh, no more. I use black plastic on my round garden.
Garden.
Not on the bottom of my. Oh, okay.
Sorry, misunderstood.
Yes. Now the weed fabric, yes, it'll come up. Yes, the worms and stuff will come up through there. I got you. Okay.
Black rubber mats
under all my beds and have worms, but we add new compost. Black rubber mats. Okay.
They got one more week.
Yeah. We want to lay down black tarp to kind of kill some stuff, but it depends on how fast we can get them built as to whether we actually do that or not. We might skip that step on what we get done this year. We might use it again next year.
We'll see
if we have to extend, but
we'll probably expand it or revamp it.
Oh, it'll grow every year.
this will be just the initial
necessities layout of what we want. Yeah, it'll grow. I'm sure it'll grow, because there's other stuff I want to grow that is not going to be in my initial food garden kind of thing. And so that'll, other stuff later on down the road will have its own space, but it's not going to be like in the main garden. Well, while he's doing that, I'll tell you.
Sorry, I was asking my mom.
I'll tell you what I got.
You got to reply back to Mama now.
Yep. I love their packaging. This is True Leaf. What's their whole name? True Leaf Market. Yeah, True Leaf Market. And I just ordered 2 things just because I had to order something because I really wanted to. No, I had a $5 credit on Shop that I really wanted to use.
Wanted to get
I had $5 credit on Shop that I needed to use. that black stuff that just
It
makes weeds here. Yeah, I do have landscape fabric.
We put it down. And
That
then-
crabgrass ain't no joke.
Yes.
And that's my hubby.
Well,
gets from
that's a
right
whole long
there.
story, Randy, but yes, he
course.
will. Because
It's got holes in it, don't it, Kim? They have the holes in it.
Hey, Misha.
Hi. I am building raised beds out of pallets. I plan on using shredded leaves and cardboard to fill the bottom, planning on lining the sides only with plastic. Okay. That would work.
Mm-hmm.
That would work. We were going to do pallet beds and all that stuff because I had this problem with collecting pallets at one point.
Oh, it was a problem. It was a problem.
We got rid of all of them before we moved. But I was going to do the pallet beds and all that, but we were actually going to line our sides so the dirt and stuff wouldn't fall out with just like the weed fabric because I didn't have any plastic. But I caught a whole bunch of the weed fabric on clearance at the end of the season kind of thing. And so I bought like a whole bunch of it, a whole bunch of rolls. And that's what I had planned on doing with it, but it just moved with us. I never got a chance to do it. So yeah.
Congratulations, Brenda.
Yeah, I got these 2 packets in just because like I said, I had the $5 credit on shop and just wanted to use it. So what I got is peaches and cream corn because I'm not going to be canning it. And the only time we ever eat corn is fresh. And so I really wanted just to, have some to grow. And I've never planted peaches and cream. My family always does. Like my dad, he planted some, and my cousin that we kind of crop share with, for the bigger items like corn, he usually did. And so I haven't had any in a few years. And so I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and get me some. I had raised beds in Logan for 10 plus years. Eventually the termites and cover insulation off. Yeah. Center block beds, they dry out pretty quick. Our metal beds did not.
And you got to watch for slugs and snails.
Yes.
We had the beds we had that were
why.
cinder blocks. They had tons of slugs and snails for whatever reason. It was just those.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was the concrete of the cinder block that I don't know. You can see the trails at nighttime. You can see the trails go out with a light, and then the trails wherever they went it's reflective. And you see them all over your plants and in your bed, and not good.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. The other pack that I got is white Russian kale. I always just buy just the plain old regular curly leaf kale. And this one was pretty too. It was the bigger ones, and it looks like the curly kale that you see on salad bars and stuff. That's what this looks like. So
Maybe.
that's actually what it is. But anyways, I got these. If we get beds if we get beds made early enough, I want to do some of this, and I may do some just
to see what they
out
do.
there. Yeah, whatever we got out there, I can plant something in. So these are the only 2 things I got. Everything else I've already got seeds for. I didn't have to spend a whole $100 on seeds again this year. How bad is it on there? It's not bad, is it?
No.
Okay. We're not blurry to y'all, are we? On here, we're blurry.
But it's
because I held the seeds up. I don't think we're blurry, though.
maybe
Okay,
not.
maybe not.
Okay.
That's why we always have an extra device over here so we can look. Because it looks different on our screen than it does actually on y'all's on live.
Probably as big as it's got that window stretched.
Yeah. Okay. Good deal. Where'd the kids go? They still outside?
Yep, they're finishing up.
Okay. Good, because it's dark.
Someone finished the pile they're working on, and with that one other pile in between the house and the tree that you worked on.
Okay. We're only going to run till 6 o'clock because he's got to go take the alternator to AutoZone.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's what we got going on. We're trying to this sometime during this week, we are going to go to my dad's and get some more fencing, and we're
If we get the
going
truck
to
fixed.
yeah, if we get the truck fixed. and we're gonna
when we get the truck fixed.
tomorrow.
When, I'm hoping it's
Tomorrow.
tomorrow. I'm hoping it. Yeah, hoping it's tomorrow.
Then we can go to my dad's and get some more of the chain link fence and expand the chicken run because them babies are supposed to have to go outside.
They're
We
big.
got little dinosaurs over there. They are big. They are.
We got time.
They're standing around each other and they hardly have any room to move. I feel so sorry for them, but I have nowhere for them to go.
They got room.
They take up half the tote. If they stand all together, they take up half the tote. So they only have the other half to run. They're big. They're big. I actually let them get a little sun and fresh air yesterday. Feathers are everywhere. These little pterodactyls.
They're quite big from
Hold your head up.
last week.
Hold your head up. Yeah, see, they're big. And she's sitting down. She's squatted down. Yeah.
And they're as big as they are.
They look like teenage birds.
So they're going out hopefully next week.
Yeah.
Give one more week. So we're gonna be busy this weekend. We still gotta expand the run before we do that.
We got to get them some room to grow out. Yes, they are growing up so fast. Don't be running to AutoZone. Randy said you better drive because you be getting tired on that dance floor Friday night.
Randy would too. Randy's on that dance
Oh,
floor.
did you get the big one?
Uh-huh.
Good Lord. I swear this one's going to be a rooster. Hey, CB. This one is huge. She looks like a hawk. Calm down. She looks like a hawk. She's a freaking as big as a cat.
She's big.
Look at those wings. Look at them wings. They're pretty. Pretty big.
Yeah, she's big.
Look at her. Look at her. She's big.
You're not going nowhere.
She's got big feet too.
Yeah.
She's got pretty big feet.
We'll talk to them, not me.
Right? You sure it's a she, right?
We don't know yet. We're gonna see. See, it's got
She ain't got no knob or anything out the back yet.
not yet.
She's only a month old.
Yeah, we went last week. Yeah,
She's big.
we need to expand the run before we put them out too.
I sit on the plow that my granddaddy used to pull with his teams of horses and still have the disc that he pulled. My daddy still has all of his stuff too, Mr. Jimmy. My daddy has all that. Yep. We're getting there. Oh, the bunnies. The baby bunnies. Somebody had 2 free rabbits on Facebook
Oh, there's so many.
2 weeks or
A
so
lot of
ago.
people are giving away just a ton of free stuff if you're willing to go get it.
Yeah. It is a lot of people that's got a lot of animals around here.
Well, they're giving away because either they got them, they can't handle them anymore, or they got them and they realize they can't handle them.
Yeah.
And,
Or just get out of it.
Yeah.
Or, they're just getting out of it because they just physically can't do it anymore. They're getting too old, or a parent died, kids don't want stuff, that kind of stuff.
There's a lawnmower that's pretty good sale price, and they couldn't go get it because they didn't have a running lawnmower, and it was a brand new zero turn. I didn't have a
Didn't have a running truck.
to go get it.
Zero turn, $550. The daddy died, and they were just selling off his truck. I was like, dang, it was like lawnmower. They're selling off his lawnmower. Yeah.
Feed, yeah. Feed's getting expensive. Buying it, yeah.
We don't need no rabbits.
No rabbits. None. Don't want none. Don't ever want none. Kids want some, but I don't.
They want pets.
And
but-
I don't.
Around here, we've decided we ain't feeding it unless it's got a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Got to have a purpose. And so, yeah.
And if not, it won't.
What'd she say?
Nothing.
Gracious.
Dog bugging me for attention. Can't talk.
That would be the only reason why we get bunnies is for the bunny poo.
Yeah.
And we would probably do, if we did rabbits, we would probably do the whole racking house thing. Well, you got Steven there, right? Hey, Ben Cat. Yeah, why do I have Steven around? He's my muscle.
I'm manual labor.
He's my muscle.
I help her get that her project's done.
See, we don't do
Hey, Ben Cat.
rabbit meat. I would probably do just rabbit poo, but I have some friends that have rabbits, and we've gotten some of their fertilizer stuff.
They're fine because I tell them they got to earn their keep too, just like everybody else around here. They ain't here for free.
Yep, they work. They do that.
That's actually what they're doing now. They're out raking leaves, picking up sticks.
Cheap labor. Yep.
Cheap labor.
I got it. I was going to show y'all something.
What is that?
This thing out in the yard. Okay. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this. Okay. That is about a 3-inch. That's my foot down there at the bottom, but that's about a 3-inch metal pipe sticking out of the ground, and it's full of water. The top of it is kind of curled back, like somebody cut it off, and then they like bent the top of it back so it wouldn't cut your foot. What do y'all think that is? Our neighbors come up here the other day talking about some of the trees and stuff over there, and I was like, because she got the house that was part of this family. She's kind of descendant of the original owners of this house and the one that built hers. She's kind of like a down the line descendant family member. And so I asked her, I was like, what do you think this is? Old clothesline pole. I didn't think, well, there's only one.
It's only one, not two.
I don't know that it would have been a clothesline pole.
So we're wondering if it was a well.
I'm wondering if it's a well, because we say city water. It's not really city water. It's countywide water.
Yeah.
We're not on well out here.
But we're on septic.
Yeah. We have what you would normally call city water, but it's just countywide water. So everybody actually has access to it in the county. So we're not on a well. But that hasn't always been. So I'm wondering if it's an old well. And I told Steven it would be neat if we could find out that's what it is. Yeah, it'd be cool if that's what it is, because I would want to see if we could extend that pipe and put a pump out there, put a hand pump out there.
We just found it by chance.
Or,
but we probably need to go there and look a little better to see if we can see if there's another pole.
Yeah.
And it could have been a clothesline.
Yeah, it could have very well
because the ones
been.
that my all used to have, I mean, they were about the same size.
My daddy always used I-beams. My daddy used I-beams.
No, she had posts that were, I mean, Ma Davis had them. They were that big behind the house.
Yeah.
So very well could be a clothesline.
We need to look 12, 15, 20 feet down the way and see if that's what it was. It wouldn't have been, I don't think it would have been no more this way, because that's kind of where we drive through, and that'll be by that tree. I don't know.
Large white balloons.
Oh, Lord.
It could just be a broken fence post.
Some people have both because they didn't always have. Right.
Yeah.
Could be anything. Even somebody using what was on hand as a stake and couldn't get out of the ground. True.
That's what I'm thinking,
Very
Brenda.
true.
I'm thinking that was the well before they ran water out here. I'm betting that's probably a well pipe.
Probably not a fence post, because it's between the two trees out here. Not very far off the back of the house. It's kind of just out there in the middle.
And it's always these three
closer to the house.
These lots have always been one big lot. So it's not like it was a separate lot. See if there's a well or pipe.
We might could go to the courthouse. You think they would have something like that at the courthouse?
Maybe. I have to ask if it's a well about any restrictions on using it, because here you only have to choose. They won't let you have both. Huh.
Well, we wouldn't use it for the house. I would want it for just like outside garden water and stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't want it for the house. Just to be like, if something was to happen with the water lines, which is very highly unlikely, but if something was to happen with the water lines from the county fed water or city water, whatever, we would have that as a backup, because here in Tennessee, it's actually illegal to use rain catchments as potable water. So you have to use it for everything else, but you can't drink it.
That's true too, Mike.
Get a metal
It
detector.
could have been a pole for a
I haven't-
satellite dish. Mom and David's got 2 or 3 poles back there that didn't cut off or left or whatever. Someone could
That's
have
cool. One
cut
of
it.
them big ones from like the 80s.
hmm
One of them big ones. You know, like they make chairs.
Like your
out of.
daddy's got out there in the pig pen.
Yeah, for the chickens and stuff to climb on.
Yeah.
When he did have chickens.
Yeah.
Satellite dish. It is on the south side of the house.
Yeah.
It is out back.
Could be. That may actually be
I
what it
guess
was.
what they don't know, won't hurt them.
Right.
Yeah, that's what the Register of Deeds, the courthouse. Yeah.
No, but hubby's brother couldn't
I know the
use
woman that
his
works up
for
there.
chickens in the garden without hooking it up
Yeah.
the house too.
What
Huh.
they don't know won't hurt them.
Right? Jeez.
We could just say it's for looks.
Hey, Barb.
It's just for looks.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be something to figure out.
To watch.
I was telling him about
Oh,
the other.
which other? Male other or
About about
Okay.
what we're going to
Yeah.
look at. And Emma turned 16 on the 21st.
prayers, y'all? Prayers.
Dig it up now. We all want to know.
Prayers.
We all want to know what it is.
We had them have a big old hole in the yard. My
Yeah.
luck would be nothing. We'll dig up like 20 feet and then there'll be nothing but just pole.
We have been on Google Earth to look at the past because we had a question about an add-on, which wasn't an add-on. So, because we had to get ready for a little fight if it happened to come up, but which it didn't come up. So we're glad for that blessing. But yeah, we did pull up Google Earth. So he's doing it now. Good idea. Good idea. We can zoom on it and see. You'll have to probably do the aerial satellite view or whatever. Excuse me. So I showed her a vehicle today that we are gonna try to go look at over the next couple of days. And
Maybe. There's a lot of things that
just
go
go
to
look
that.
at it. Looking at it ain't gonna break us, but we'll see. We'll see. Some of our friends posted it, and it's not theirs. They actually got it at an auction in a deal kind of thing, and they don't need it, so they're selling it. But they had to take the whole package, to get what they wanted. So now they're selling off the rest of it. But it may be good for her, and it could be feasible, But I told her, I was like, I don't want her to get in debt. I don't want her, to get some big vehicle. She ain't get a new vehicle, but I don't want her to get, something that's $10,000 and she has to finance it. And then she has to get a bank. She has to get a job, and then she's working all the time and she can't do her school functions. And I told her, said, a vehicle ain't worth all that in the long run. I said, I know, you're 16, you want a vehicle, you want a vehicle, that's the thing. You get a vehicle when you're 16 or 17 or whatever. And, may have to go to that aerial view thing from like the 70s or something. Yeah, we're checking on insurance. I'm actually going to get the VIN number on it tonight. They're going to send it to me tonight. We're going to check on insurance and see how much that is. And, give her the rundown on numbers. Be like, look, this is how much this vehicle is going to cost you a month. This is how much, you average making an hour. You're going to have to work X amount of hours and, all that. Yeah. Well, this one it's actually 2003. So it is an older vehicle. It's 20 years old. Yeah, we're going to pull up the Carfax on it and see, because the people that have it, our friends that have it, they have no clue.
They bought it from an auction, so
they don't know anything about it. So we're going to have to do a little digging. And they understand that too. They wouldn't want us to put our
right,
kids
Mike?
in anything that would be
Is
damaging.
the light in there?
Huh?
I'm just showing you it on that big box. No.
I just used it.
No, that's not what I said. It's out there in the box.
Did you put it back out there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go and put the chickens up while you're out there.
Mike said you need a 1983 Yugo.
So I'm good. I don't know what that is, but I'm good.
It don't even sound good. You don't want it. That's funny. So yeah, we're gonna look some stuff up and see if
Yep.
that's what she wants to do. Hey, I bet it's in the van.
Oh yeah, Mama took it outside.
That's what I said. I used it on the truck earlier.
Here. That's what he's talking about.
It's in the van.
Uh-uh.
I call those rabbits. Uncle Al used to have one. It was red.
I'm good.
My uncle had one. It was red.
That's funny.
Yeah. We called it a rabbit. I don't know if a rabbit's a real thing, but we called it a rabbit. It was so ugly.
Mm-hmm.
You could hear him coming from miles away because it. His was like a deep roar, almost like a truck. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna go and check that out and
In the next couple of days, if everything checks out, we'll have to see.
let's see.
There's a lot of what if maybes that have to come between now and then.
Yeah, we'll see.
Mhm.
But that's what I was discussing with her dad too, because she has to
Hey,
get
Tina.
a job. That's part of his time too. Hey Tina, Ladybug, long time no see, friend. I mean, she's getting to that age where if she's got to work, she's got to work.
Yeah.
No matter where she's at, she's got to go to work.
For a vet, a Chevette. Yep, those are cool cars.
Yeah, she wants a truck, and I mean, she don't have to drive very far to school, so gas will last her a while, unless she just we're not gonna let her just go out and run around. That's where your kids get in trouble.
And
She'll be going to school,
babies
she'll
on
be
wheels.
going to work, and that's about it. How are y'all? We are doing good. Very busy. Very busy. Taking it to AutoZone after the My mom's like, how's the alternator room?
It's off.
It's off.
Did figure out how to get that bad boy off.
Took a little muscle.
With a lot of the videos I was watching, there was nothing that was exactly mine. It was a 5.7 Hemi engine. Of course, the stuff's not the same. It was too new. It was too old. It was not even close to my
Hey!
year. So it's just been one thing after the other. I'm like,
I have never heard that. That
Yep.
is funny.
I've not heard that either.
That's-
I do like that. I'm gonna have to remember that.
That's funny. My thumbs are overweight.
Ah,
No, they're too fat to
I know.
hit,
Like
the,
I
hit,
can't.
the, hit the
I just
thing.
hit random letters.
Whatever.
Yeah, but that's what I'm doing when I finish the live. I'm heading straight to AutoZone and having to test the alternator. That's my next step.
Yep. And I gotta figure out something for supper. What are y'all having for supper?
Give her some supper ideas, y'all. But
I don't have anything thought out, so it doesn't matter. You're just gonna have to give me some ideas. I'll roll with something. I always figure something out.
Mm-hmm.
I even winged it so bad last night. We had fish sticks and
Tater tots.
tater tots.
Now, we've not had them in a long time.
Tacos.
Try living with that man daily, shaking my head. And I'm the smart one, they say. Heather.
That's funny. Yeah, what are y'all having for
I
supper?
won't tell what exactly is overweight on me, just all. Tacos. Tacos sounds good.
We had
Chicken
chicken pie. That sounds too complicated.
She needs something a little more fast.
5 minute-ish.
Meatloaf.
Sausage.
Emma doesn't like meatloaf. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, well, I don't have meat thawed out, so I mean I can thaw meat out in about 15 minutes, but it'll have to be something quick to cook, not 45 minutes on meatloaf. What is SOS?
What's SOS, Gwen? Right.
That's funny. Tuna melts. They don't like tuna. Ish. Kinda. Not sorta.
Poop on a shingle. What?
What? Oh, I love
Meat
it.
gravy over rice.
Oh, that sounds good.
Still hung up on this poop on a shingle.
Is that like hash? I'm talking about something like hash because we eat hash on bread. Wow, there's a stranger. How are you? We talked about it, and it looks like I'm making jambalaya tonight.
Ooh.
Nice. he said at least it's not a
Oh,
Ford.
it's actually called that.
Creamy hamburger. Oh, that's what Patty said. Okay, it comes from the military. Oh. Oh, shit on a shingle.
Yeah.
That's what it means. Okay,
Or they-
I got you. Oh, that's kind of like what we do with hash. Okay, maybe that's where my mama gets it from. She wouldn't have known it was a military thing, though. Oh.
Cowboy cooking from Kent Rollins.
Okay. Well, see, yeah. Whenever we have roast,
I can't say the S part.
whenever we have,
I haven't heard that term in a long time. Sorry.
yeah,
I'd have never thought it would have been.
I've
in this
I've
conversation.
never heard of that.
I heard it in another conversation here recently. Where was that?
She was trying to stay PG-13. That's funny. I have
Poop
never
on a
heard of that.
shingle.
Okay, so whenever my mom has roast, she'll make a gravy and put, potatoes in it. It makes like this white kind of gravy-ish thing. Sausage gravy and biscuits or bread. Okay. We do it with like roast and put it on bread.
Mhm.
Kind of the same difference.
You were-
One made with ground beef is kind of blah. The other's made with chipped dry beef. Okay, it's pretty good. Yeah. I guess it's kind of like what my mama makes. We just call it hash. I don't even know if that's what hash is or not. That's my hash. My mama's hash. I don't know.
It's good though.
Okay.
Yes, you could have.
That sounds good.
Okay, I can't say that because we must.
You want me to poop on your shingle, honey?
No, I don't want you to poop on my shingle. Oh, this conversation took a really weird turn.
Oh my goodness.
Nope. Chipley version is the best.
Okay. That's I guess that's what my mama makes. I got you. That's funny. Wow. Okay.
You have to tell me that's what it's called.
No.
Tell your mom. You know what? You know
Yeah,
that
you make
dish.
hash.
Nope, not sausage gravy. This was a brown hamburger meat, and then make creamy gravy all mixed together on toast. Yeah.
Right.
I guess there's a bunch of different versions, but kind of the same similar thing. It depends on
Yeah,
just
my
what
mama
your
does the
meat
brown gravy.
Source is diced potatoes cooked in fat.
Yes.
You
We
know,
know it's 6:15. He won't quit talking. Okay, corned beef hash. Yeah, that's what she calls it. It's just the same dice. It's the chopped up roast meat with the gravy kind of thing, and then she puts the potatoes in it. Yeah. So yeah, I guess hers is hash and y'all's is SOS. Two different things, kind of made the same way. Whatever. Never heard that before though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna keep calling it hash, I guess. Two different things. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I see, said the blind man.
Or did he?
He said it. May not have seen it though. Anywho,
He had a 50-50 shot of being there. Either it is or it ain't.
you can make sausage hash too. Hash and eggs. Now I do a version of hash with sausage and potatoes, and then in a skillet, and then crack some fried eggs over it.
Yeah, right, Patty, as he fell off a cliff.
So yeah, I've done the sausage hash with the fried eggs and stuff on top.
Duct tape. Yeah, duct tape's not gonna fix this, Randy. It's either the alternator. If it's not the alternator, I guess the next step is the computer. Something about the we'll see. She does need to quit thinking ahead, just deal with it one step at a time. So
He's the kind of person like, okay, battery could be battery. Okay, alternator could be alternator. It could be the computer thing. Well, you ain't even started with the battery first to be building up. He's like, oh my God, this thing's gonna cost me $300 or $400. I'm like, all you gotta do is take the battery off and go get it checked. See if that's it. That may be the problem. Then you don't have to worry about the other $300 you gotta spend. It could be the alternator. Okay, we're gonna spend $35 on the alternator. Well, it could be the computer panel. Don't worry about the computer panel until you get the alternator fixed. That's how his brain works. It's like 3 things ahead, and it's going to cost him $1 million.
I gotta think ahead. I can't sit there and think just
AutoZone
now.
is free. All you got to do is go have it checked.
I know. That's what I'm gonna do.
But you're more worried about spending $300 or $400 on a computer chip that you ain't even got to yet. It could be the
I
alternator.
might have to. I gotta look ahead on what it's gonna cost. I got birthdays coming up. Lovely birthdays this weekend. Emma's birthday's in a couple of weeks, and then try to help get her. Yeah, there's other things coming up. I gotta be planning up for. I don't want to do all the finances. I don't want
I
to
do
do all
not
the
do money.
She's just like, oh yeah, we got it. No, that's not how it
I
works.
did not say that.
That's not
I
how
say,
it goes.
Honey, can we get this? Honey, do we need this? Honey, can we? Yeah.
Or she's like, I ordered this.
If I know I got $20 to spend, okay, honey, I spent $20 on whatever.
Bread and gravy is not really great for your health after 40.
Oh, good, I ain't got there yet.
I have, and you're still on your youth side. Is great fuel. Yeah,
I ain't supposed to have bread or gravy, so it doesn't matter.
Casey.
What? Casey, mouth. Yes, I got one. I was born with it. My daddy gave it to me, birthright. Yes.
She uses it. A lot.
Make breakfast for dinner.
He's worried about getting something for his birthday. Yeah, my birthday's next month.
Yep, it's March.
Then I got a break, another month, and then it's Preston's, and then I got a little bit longer.
His is 21.
Yeah, he'll be 21.
Preston will be 21. Bye, Nancy.
But yeah, I'm gonna get off here and go get this alternator checked.
For all those
Maybe,
closes.
yeah, at 9.
9. Really?
Yeah, it's a 7 on Sunday.
Okay,
I always have to go on
It's
Sunday.
only 10 minutes away. So
I always have to go on Sunday.
Hi, Miss Brenda. We're running too. We need to lose weight. I'm not spring chicken anymore, but gravy and bread won't
Oh, it closes at 7.
make me gain any weight.
What?
Oh,
What kind of crap is that?
it'll put me in bed is what it'll do to me. Got my check yet for this month. Being number 1 fan. Steven will hook you up.
Okay, that's just the one here. The one in Humboldt closes later. I'll drive a little further.
Oh. You didn't just break out a sweat there for a
I
second.
did for a minute. I was like,
Gotta go.
I was halfway out the door. We'll see y'all later. We are dancing Saturday, so look for that. It'll be
Bye, Misha.
Double Edge
Bye,
Band.
Rick.
So that if y'all want to tune in for that, it'll be the Double Edge Band, and it'll be at the large venue.
That's the good band I like.
Got us a table reserved, so we should be good.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Good.
See, I plan ahead. I can't wait till the last minute. That's what I do. So y'all be safe. Y'all have a good week. Enjoy this nice weather. If you're having nice weather, we're just starting to get ours.
I might crack a window again tomorrow.
Maybe.
We'll see.
But y'all have a good week. We will see y'all later. Bye, y'all.
Bye.